Nashangil, say hello. Say hello. Say hello. So, I'm gonna flip the hello. Hello. Hi. What's that? That's you coming in here. So this is the little TV area over here. So what I'm actually doing today is doing some meshing for the curtain like this because one of the problems we have is mosquitoes and flies during the day. So this is so we can keep our windows open and have a serious reduction in flying insect. So that part one. Part two is completing blocking up here, right? Because what we did is the last time over 2 weeks ago is when we blocked off this side here. So the first thing what we did over 3 weeks ago would have been this over here. So Nish and I would have run these on top here and these in the back. This would have been from like 8:30, 8:45 until about 6 o'clock in the night. Yeah, that alone was a whole day work. And then the side over there where I just show you all coming around, that little triangle piece, that would have taken us about 2 hours, but with the mess and looking for small stones and breaking and chucking, it was tiring and I did not want to go back and do that anymore. So that was the end of that. And then life happened, enjoying it. But we have to complete over. As you could see, when we did this first piece, we laid 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5 blocks. This is roughly 9 feet here. So we just have to break blocks and stick in there and for the lower thing. So we're going to cleaning out this corner. And while cleaning out, I came back to these sticks. So for those who are interested in these sticks, you can actually get these in City Furniture. $10 for 6 of the small ones and $20 for 6 of the long ones. The short ones is actually 4 feet and the long ones is 6 feet. This is how I started the installation process. Cutting it to size and ponging it in because I find it looking better when it fit flush in. So I'll be doing the top and then cutting the smaller pieces and putting them in here. So it will have like 3 pieces to go between here and then our next long piece. We have more work to do on the window. We have to paint them, clean them, and do much more work because it's only the inside of the walls we render. So we still have to do the on outside, and we don't want a permanent mesh window as yet. We want a temporary. So that is why we placing it like this. So you all could see the before, and this is the after here. So the same wood water leg going straight across the top and then a long one coming down the side and then the pieces here. And it is stapled down with my staple gun. So here I could pull on, but as the side staple, nothing will really fall down because it's pounded into the top with a wood mallet. So it leaves space for the hook for the thing over there. And it have excess roll and staple if we ever decide when we taking it off to put it bigger. Is excess there, and it comes to the top about here. This is I think they call this serenetting. That's what they call the material. It was kind of very hard to find meshing and thing because there are different styles as well. So for example, there's this one that we purchased first that was a green one and the only one they had in Valencia hardware and the other hardwares, and this was like $12 or $13 a yard. So $12, but this is only 3 feet wide. And this black one, what I purchased now, this was purchased in the agri shop, and this is 8 feet wide, but they sell it by the foot. So 1 foot was about $10. So $10 for a foot, but it's 1 feet. So if you buy 2 foot for $20, you're getting 2 feet by 8 feet. So this would have been the one that made more sense to block up the windows, since the windows and them is 4 feet and 6 feet windows. So that is how we end up with this. And this excess here is what I have to try to do a makeshift to do something by the door as well to keep them bugs out. So this is just like simple off-grid living, coming up with ideas to make your day better. And last night I actually slept in the journey without the fan. I told Nish it had mosquitoes, so I just cover my head to my toe and sleep, because we're trying to find a permanent fix to get rid of the mosquitoes. But the mosquitoes aren't really coming from by us, it's by places where have water and those type of things. And we recently got a big bottle of bleach, so we're gonna be killing them places where they're living, right? We're gonna be killing those places. So simple. And Nish has been a big help, always helping when I'm doing these type of works and things. You know, you just always need an assistant. Yeah, she's assistant. Thank you, baby. I walk outside here. So this is how it actually looks from the outside. As you can see, the little wood in here, you cannot actually see it show any of them inside, so that is a good thing. So it's like a privacy screen as well for when the window open and the curtains can open. So yeah. Oh, you all been wondering what's up with my garden. All it this gardening thing, what going on is I'm on my third attempt at trying to grow some things. So what's been going on is I have the pineapple set, the lettuce and things shoot up and flowering. We didn't really eat the lettuce, so not to be honest with all, the lettuce just grow tall. This is the cabbage coming along here. In the first set I planted about 3 of these, only this one made it, and then I came back and planted 3 of these, 2 came out. So we have some cabbage growing, so that is a good start. These parsley and thing, or basil, I forget what they call it, these here, they didn't really grow like how they used to grow before, and the big thing, this is how they remain. But I still like the fact that there's fighters and they're trying. It could be the sun. This is from the first batch planted over 2 months ago. They haven't really gotten big. This is the biggest they have gotten. Pineapple, as I said before, this is the shadow benny. He planted some weeks now from out the container. These is 2 that I planted about 2 days ago. I purchased this for like $2 for one. And these are the okra trees here. It look like they actually starting to bear. As you can see, we getting some small okra. I don't know if that's how the leaf does shoot out on top, but that is what going on with Mr. Okra there. And these are some what I got from a little shop when I went to buy some market goods that morning. They gave me the ends and I replanted them. So this is how gardening life is going. Coming to come, I would like to see more stuff, but it's like a kind of roller coaster. But at the same time, we now learning more about the land, the soil, because it's more like a sand type of soil we have. I just placed my tomatoes and thing outside to get a little sun. This is the tomatoes and the pimentos I have over here. Last time I planted them in the ground, didn't really see it through. The next time I planted them into cups and then placed them on the ground after a week, and a caterpillar didn't really make it. So this time I'm trying to start them small in the cups. When they get bigger, put them in a bigger bowl, and at 3 months then put them in the sun. This is my kale here. You'll see how the kale went, right? And only I'll be honest, we never even get a chance to eat it. So that is what going on with the garden. Oh, one of my favorite plants, Oli. Something that my mother planted and I am reaping the benefits of it. Well, you know what type of tree is this, right? This is it here. It's the fine leaf thyme all. See how big and nice he is? Yeah. So this is the outside wall that I have to do the finishing touch on, as I said just now. Showing all the outside view. So there to there. Yeah. Shovel here ready for me to start working. I hung it up there yesterday. This is my mixing area where I'll come and mix my mortar and those type of things here. Honest with all it, because I'll be trying to move in a fast pace and to get things done in a timely manner. I know for sure I mightn't be vlogging as much. The bricks that I would have give you all a snapshot of before, this is how much remained. This is how much remain here. and for the top there is mostly break bricks. So it's these I have to get, and I might have to come and break these into smaller pieces to get it to fit. So to give you all an idea of how it does really be, the outside look. This is it from the back. If you go over when you're done, you chuck some more mortar so nothing can crawl in. And I'm gonna go over to show them mommy own. After doing this, I had to tell uncle, I said, Uncle, I don't know boy, but you're a true professional, you're a true boss. Because I tell Nish all up there, I was like, Nish, this type of thing is not for me. I could try my hand, this is what I could do, but I can't do all of this. So I give uncle he props when I see him, and he and all tell me, Jacob, I like what you do. You do good work. I see it and it look good. So this is some cleanup in the yard that I did as well. I moved the material that was here and I placed them more to the back of the land. That will be material for future projects that we have to do. We'll have some material and things. So we have one or two galvanized left over, one or two purlins and those type of things for any little thing we want to do, build a little chicken coop, those type of things, because earlier we plan on reaching there. We plan on Nish and myself have so much ideas. This is the thing I hate about rubber ding ding, earlier. When it come out, but the cool thing about most rubber ding ding is when it come out, you can push it back in. Yeah. Nish want to plant certain trees, make fence, all kind of thing, and we want to raise a little tree chicken so we will get some eggs and those type of things. At all we just have so much plan. Things we started doing is all our kitchen waste and scrap. We did started a little compost here with it, where we'll just come and show it. So carrot, onion, garlic, whatever, cassava skin, those type of things, throw it here. So we could come and mix it up and create our own rich manure compost. Yeah, only so this is the little spot we're using right now. We move the box so it will get a little heat right now to air it out. I actually it took me about 6 hours, I will say, to cut the entire yard. I did the cutting of the yard last week. My mom got a brush cutter borrowed and I did the yard, and it reminded me of the days when I used to cut grass. Who don't know, years ago I used to have my own business where I used to do landscaping, power washing, electrical and welding, and I got into an accident and I had to stop. And that was the first time I cut a yard in 3 years, y'all. And after I cut the yard all year, I could not have walked the next day. My ankles were swollen, puffy, I was in serious pain. So I was like, yeah, I could cut grass. And then the next day, well, for the 3 days after, only I was in pain and my ankles swollen and those type of things. So I cannot go back into it. As I told my mom, if I have to cut the grass again, I'll have to try cutting it in 2 days. So yes, I have lost plenty weight with the construction of the house, but my body, it haven't recuperated to the point that hey, I could do these strenuous work for a long period of time. And that was shocking for me to see, because I was building house, I was doing other things in construction and those type of things, and it just to show you that lifting buckets of cement and putting down 200 bricks a day is nothing compared to walking around and cutting yards when the day come. Because this yard is nothing to me long time. A yard this size would have take me about 3-4 hours to cut, and I would have cut about 5 to 10 yards a day only. When I used to be cutting grass, I used to schedule all my appointments on one day from 6 in the morning till 6 in the evening, and I cut everybody yard. So that was a learning lesson for me only. But honestly, I end up turning this into a vlog around the house, showing you everything and updating you all. But it's time for me to get back to work, right? So I will see you all later. And next time, she will start vlogging for you just now. But don't tell she I say that. Right? So we will get some vlogs from this just now. So yes, this is how it looking here with the framing. Everything just cut and knocked into place. So I hope all you could see it. Let me put on the torchlight. This gonna make it a little better. So yeah. So this is my staple gun here. I just placed the first one coming down. Now I'm going to do the next one going across. As you all can see, one of the wood fell off because, as I said, you're not even doing it tight. All right. So yeah. All right. So now you come with your scissors and you cut off the excess. All right. So it's time to hang back up the curtain now. That is how your mesh netting supposed to be. All right. So this is the last one I installed here. Ready for curtain hanging. And the leftovers, I get to put one by the door. The excess there, as you all can see, I had just about 2.5 feet. So that was able to do just a little hanging one by the door to keep the flies out. We're still trying to figure out how we're going to build a door. But it's still serving a purpose. This is the outside view of it. So yeah, keep the flies and things away. I think I actually did a good job. Came out better than I expected yesterday and today, so hats off. Alright, so I got my mortar ready to do the top here. Wifey in the garden trying to see about some plants, and the girls and them just roaming outside. So I completed it. This is the end result here. So this is it here, you guys. Basically, when it's time to do the outside, to do the wall, is when I will do everything else. So looking good, looking good. So a full day work. So this actually take 3 days, as I say. If I had done it with uncle, it would have just taken 1 day because I would have been the laborer and he would have been the mason. But because I did it by myself, it was a lesson learned, and nothing is too hard. You just have to give it a try, and I really and truly enjoy. All there. Bye bye. Say hello.
Hello.
How are you?